Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon news for Sun and Moon. Today, we're learning about version-exclusive Pokemon and new features that are coming out in the game, and I'm so excited to be sharing my opinions and reactions. So, everyone, here we got Passimian, which is definitely a monkey. We're going to call him Arambi. Is that okay? Because we are going to. He looks cool. He's a fighting-type monkey, maybe sort of in the realms of Primeape, because of that same fighting type thing. And whatever that Mohawk thing is, oh my gosh, that is crazy looking. He's cool. He's very cool. I like the Mohawk guy too. But yeah, so this guy, he has like somewhat of a coconut that he's throwing around instead of poop. I'm glad they didn't have poop being thrown around, but he has the ability receiver, and with said ability, he can take it from whenever another Pokemon dies on the battlefield. So if you're able to get Mold Breaker or some other thing that's cool, that is going to be a great way to do it, especially in doubles. You're going to probably see some cheap plays around here. Just don't get Truant slacking. Don't bring slacking. Don't bring slacking. I also want to throw a heads up on over to the match time. Look at that. It looks so clean. Not sure if we've seen that yet, but oh my gosh. That is a cool little new feature. Instead of just little white numbers, it's actually in its own little box. That is exciting. So here we have another Pokemon, Oranguru, who has Inner Focus and Telepathy. Telepathy is definitely going to be used inside double battles, but he's also kind of like Harambe. They're bringing out more monkey Pokemon. I'm sure it's because it's on an island of some sorts, and they're doing some themes where it's like wild animals, as we've noted with a bunch of other Pokemon that we're going after in this new adaptation of Pokemon. But it's cool. He also shows off this move called Instruct, where inside a double battle, I'm sure, and maybe even any other battles, it prompts the same Pokemon to use the exact same move they just used. So I'm sure it has negative priority, but in this fact, they had Wishy-Washy Usurp, and of course, Telepathy on Oranguru, and then he used Instruct and he used Surf again, and he took out the entire other Pokemon team because of that, so I'm excited to try and use off that move because Instruct, oh my gosh, it's going to have some amazing use, I'm sure, in the PC realm. So this had already been leaked a little bit, but Rock'n'Ruff is actually getting two evolutions depending on the game you have. So you can get Lycanroc Midday form if you are playing in Pokemon Sun, which has a slightly different set of abilities. Or you can get Lycanroc Midnight form, which has another set of abilities. The only difference is they both get Keynight, but they get Sand Rush or Vital Spirit, respectively, in the order that they were done. But yeah, Midnight form is locked to Moon only, so this is one reason why you're going to want friends to play with and get the different forms. No, it's kind of cool though. I like this one a lot more than the previous one, the midday form, because this reminds me a lot of Knuckles. When you see him in gameplay, he looks and just moves like you'd think Knuckles from Sonic the Hedgehog would move. So this is a feature I actually am really excited that they brought back from X and Y, where you're actually able to recreate your avatar and to make it personalized more to what you want to see. And that's really exciting because now we're not going to have the same character over and over again, so when you go to battle your friends, you're going to look different. When you look in your player search system, I'm sure they'll bring back, it's going to look different, our avatars, so it's going to be more personalized, and it makes me excited because I really wanted to make my character as classy as can be, and we're going to be spending these things called festival coins on our outfits, it seems. So it's more than just outfits. We can actually change our contact colors as well as our hair color, and it's really cool. I'm really excited, and I'm happy that they brought this back. So they brought back Pokemon to Me, but they're now calling it Pokemon Refresh, and it has a handful of different options. So instead of just like petting and feeding, there's actually like brushing and washing and feeding again still and petting. So you get all that plus a few extra things. So you get to really love your Pokemon in this game. You get to really care for them a lot more than in other games besides just going to the Pokemon Center and healing them. You can just heal your inner self and just be really cool with it. I'm actually kind of excited. I'll probably play this a little more. I kind of skimped that on me, to be fair. But at least there you got some presents. Hopefully you get some presents while messing with your Pokemon here. So we also learned that Pikachu and Eevee are getting their own respective Z-type moves. Here we have Pikachu going in, Catastro Pika. Oh yeah. When you watch the video yourself, you'll see that they almost do the Macarena, the trainer and the Pokemon. They're very both into their Z moves, and they just are doing a little dancey thing. striking some poses, and I'm really chill about that. That is really cool. And then Eevee here has Extreme Evo Boost, and this raises every stat sharply. And it's going to be a killer move. Basically, Eevee jumps out on top of the trainer's head, jumps down onto the battlefield, and all the evolutions of Eevee come out that we have seen so far. And it's really exciting because I love all the Eevee. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. You should have seen our reaction, but I can't show video of this. But I was so awestruck by seeing all the EVs out at once. It was just a dream come true having them all out on the battlefield at once. And so I'm going to be using Extreme Evo Boost a couple times. Let me know what you think of Extreme Evo Boost in the description below, if it'll even be viable to use, because it is seemingly only on Eevee, so you're gonna have to have an Eevee with all that boost out at once, so maybe if you can baton pass it out, that would be cheap. I'm only sad with this picture right here because there's no additional evolution or two for Sun and Moon, it seems. So this may have broken my heart seeing this at the same time, as well as not breaking my heart. But y'all know this is going to be my new desktop wallpaper because oh my gosh, official Pokemon art of all the EVs. I already have so many other fan art versions of this as my desktop wallpaper, and adding this one just going to make me oh yes, gonna make me so happy. So I know this news is about 6 days old, but I still wanted to cover it because it wasn't enough to make a video on, but I still wanted to talk about it when more news had come out. So this is UBO2. It is the evolution of UBO1 from Pokemon Sun. It turns into absorption mode here, and when you are in Pokemon Moon, you get another form. You get UBO2 Beauty here in Pokemon Moon. This definitely looks more like a insect still, but it's more of like a little flowing creature instead of this big buff creature. So they went the different routes. I know people are saying stuff about the Aether Foundation being in control or looking a lot like these UBO2 beasts, and I can see it a little bit, but we're not going to look too much further into it until we're given more news, because maybe they just wanted stuff to look like them. It's not necessarily going to be them. Which of these two UBO2 characters do you prefer? Do you want the Firefly one, or do you want the almost praying mantis like one on your team? Let me know in the comment section down below. I know I've asked you for two things today, but please, I want to know the answers to these. So, and as always, Pokemon Sun and Moon gets released on November 18th, 2016. That is so close. It's less than 2 months away once this video is out. That is super exciting. Let me know in the description what game you're buying. Are you buying Sun? Are you buying Moon? Are you buying both of them? You're not able to buy either of them. Either way, I'm so excited to be playing this. I cover all the major news, everyone, so if you want to watch that, just tune on in when you can, and we will be sharing everything that we can with you all when it comes out, as long as it's major. And until next time, everyone, let's have 5 out.